emotions because they are being. So he developed attachment. So he used to wherever he is alone, but now he is alone. Wherever he is like walking, taking everything he is doing in affection.
Good. When Maharaj Bharata wanted to enter the forest to collect Kushagra, flowers, gold leaves, fruits, and water, he would fear that dogs, jackals, tigers, and other ferocious animals might kill the deer. He was therefore ordered to take the deer with him while entering the forest.
So like he does his duties, keeping the law, doing the all these things. While going there, he is thinking that other animals will come in there, kill the deer. So therefore, wherever he is entering, he is taking the deer along with him only. So probably one more angle. So here like attachment to animals he focuses here. Like, but he is in such a higher state, he fell down because of attachment to an animal. So what to pick up normal people like we become attached to cats and dogs. That may be one more kind of relation to addressing. Because if someone is attached to cat and dogs, they have to take the same bodily forms in the next life unless they create increase their affection for the dog. So that can also be one more material one which is next was
When entering the forest, the animal would appear very attractive to Maharaj due to its childish behavior. Maharaj Bharat would even take the deer on his shoulders and take it with attention. His heart was so filled with great love for the deer that he would sometimes keep it on his lap or when sleeping on his chest. In this way, he felt great pleasure from holding the.
so whatever he is doing, again he is doing with this animal and as a kind of deriving great pleasure in this activity. So properly writing activity also. He has left his wife, children, kingdom, which is more attractive, but still he became again fell to this deal. So then what is the use of animals in his family? They are left everything became attached. So therefore one should be very serious and not become very attached to, not become attached to anything but Krishna. And one more important point about that. Sometimes in order to preach, we have to accept many material activities. But we should remember that everything is for Krishna. If we remember this, there is no chance of our being victimized by material activities. Right? Many times services in our temples, many things, it may many more dealings with matter, how to handle that. The Prabhupada is giving one clue here that we should think that all this matter or whatever I am dealing, all these dealings, these are all for Krishna. So in that way, then we will not, although it seems material activities, like everyone is given some responsibility, it may involve with money, matter, so many dealings. It all involves materialistic activities. But if we don't connect that activity with Krishna, so we may get lost in that activity and forget Krishna. So we should remember that whatever I am doing, it is for Krishna. In this way, we should not lose that something that we want Krishna. And we will not get victimized when we do that. Next verse.
Okay. When Maharaj Bharat was actually worshipping the Lord or was engaged in some ritualistic ceremony, although his activities were unfinished, he would still at intervals get up and see where the deer was. In this way, he would look for it, and when he could see that the deer was comfortably situated, his mind and heart would be very satisfied, and he would bestow his blessings upon the deer, saying, "My dear love, may you be happy always."
So He is performing his worship. While worshiping, he is looking whether D was there or not. And he is finding the D is there. Oh, nice. Very powerful statement. We are chanting and seeing notifications. Right? But you know, experience that. So this is like one more clear lesson that in the Bible and the text is coming. So that's why, as far as so that our distractions will be less. Otherwise, in the daytime, anytime phone can come, anytime messages can come, and we are not so much attached to not switching off the phone. So we get distracted. So yeah, we think we here we can take two lessons and like if we attend Japa seminars, this is the first thing they address. Like while doing Japa, we should not deviated by other thoughts, external distractions and internal distractions. The sacred space, they say, right? Sacred space means the space where you will not be disturbed. So that place can be anywhere, but it should not deviate you from your path. So, for example, a person is going to office, he is married, if he chants in his home, his children will disturb. If he goes to his office, his boss may disturb. So the person is going to his parking space and chanting in the car. So that is his sacred space. Where he is not getting disturbed. So that is external disturbance. Internally also we can tell to our mind, now it is time for chanting. Now there is break for you. So now we need not think about future plans, what I do, my to-do list, or my saying list, or my like the person has said like this, I will say like this, or I will do like this. So many ego battles happens chanting the part, so many to-do list, I will do that, or I will preach like this, I will do this, do that. So all the plan making things will go on Japa. So that you can say now it is rest. It is time for you to associate with the Lord. It is time for worshiping the Lord. So keep all your deeds aside and worship.
Before chanting, so just wanted to ask one question. So this is I was thinking on this. That like in the morning when we chant, we are very cautious and like avoid the 10 offenses. Okay, and we try to keep away from distractions, completing our 16. So my question is like this offense to the holy name, if you say, is it restricted to the 16 round? Because many times when we chant extra rounds, we are really like walking, grounding, and doing multiple activities. We have the concept of Krishna. But when is it not like English darkness is also like they are not conscious of the chanting also? Because morning is 16 hours, 16 rounds, definitely everything we will try our best to avoid these offenses. But what about the day extra rounds? Happens?
So they have like different people have different opinion about like this. Like some say you are chanting more extra, that is good. Some say that you are like your attention span, like you are casually chanting and that will also carry towards your mind. But so there are some different opinions are there, but in general, doing extra rounds is a valuable activity, not that is my personal opinion. And there is in general, like even if we do casually, but we are like thinking that we are remembering chanting extra, that is conducive. But we can even take care and do extras and do more carefully, reduce offenses. There also we can try to improve. One thing is doing extra is goodness, that is adding this thing. That's I feel, but generally, everybody has more intense also and doing extra is more casual than these things. But yeah, we can be more cautious there also and try to actually we can we can like we remember some last time like in the channel where devotees are cleaning the temple and chanting and so on. They are chanting always basically whatever activity they are doing. So in that sense that is there. Hari Hari, like they are passing the vessels, water vessels, Hari Hari, saying Hari Hari, Hari Hari. So other activities they are doing also simultaneously they are reviewing their that was activities with chanting or so in that sense it is like adding holy name to non-practice. So in that sense we need to together for this doing as much rounds as many rounds as possible. Offenses to like as you said, while chanting there are some offenses. While not chanting there are offenses like counting, criticizing devotee that would happen while not chanting. So while chanting, being materialism is kind of thing. So like while chanting, and one of the offenses, even after hearing the sermon, devotees are not becoming attached to it. That means if you are not chanting, even if you have opportunity, if you are not chanting, that means you are indirectly neglecting the devotee. So instead of doing more carefully, as you know, quality was so basically we had issues. And intensity is.
Any plan to have geography? Any plan to have geography?
So you said earlier that if you're doing external casual, then it can go to the morning level. That risk is there.
That risk, you can say, but in the morning, if you are doing until the morning and seriously, then you know these are extra and so that because you are taking care in the morning, mostly you will be able to because they are extra, so you're not so attentive, but still you were cautious that morning and being cautious.
One Maharaj said that, I think here Maharaj came, Bhagavad Maharaj. He said, your chanting is start from chanting number 17. Because before you did for out of your responsibility, now you do out of your love. So what this means extra? There is no extra, na? It's starting love from the 17.
He only quoted an example, right? So he asked one question. If you see some Maharaj who is standing casually and walking and talking with others, what is your response? How do you?
Yeah.
He asked the question.
So not really, when someone does, it will not point out that when I'm doing myself, this would be.
That is one thing, but he told basically answer he gave us. He is doing extra rules. That's what he answered. So he chanted his notes, nobody. So that means doing extra is always better at this point, even though it is so extra your round starts there, but still you don't adding holding to whatever activities. But although it is extra, but initial 16 also more we should level come above the level of duty. Instead of doing it as a duty, we should do it lovingly.
For others, it is being like he's working. But for ourselves, go and feel sometimes like I told that one day teller who he was telling me that why you are talking, why you are chanting. I told that I am not chanting, I am talking, but in talking I am chanting. So, but I felt that I am become habituated, that becoming not absorbed in chanting. Even when I am chanting my sister in particular, that time when I am become habituated, I am not more absorbed in chanting.
Because of this doing that you became.
I am thinking that it is extra I'm doing for like someone, maybe so my family or someone.
So sometimes the reason you are stating for creating may be different from the. So it may appear this thing or it may be not this thing or also. So basically maybe the
This thing, casual attitude is going towards morning jhana.
Because I become habituated. While chanting, I'm thinking another thing. So mind is become habituated now that it is not focused on chanting. So it happened while I am chanting in morning. So I am again thinking. Now it is particular 16 rounds. But mind is habituated. It is thinking.
so this basically we should endeavor not to carry that attitude there.
Better to stop and start newly. Like less you do, but don't do that. Oh, yeah, that should not the habit. So you can do less one round, but do it properly.
No, that's not. I'm not controlling like that.
I'm just
I got it. Prabhuji said casual we should do more and more the whole day. And then in the morning we should be careful that we don't have to casually do this. The morning time we will do this. But
if it is really effect in the morning, job.
So that's what the opinions may differ, but the honesty is always where to take care. Like always it is the quantity we should increase, the quality also should increase. If you only focus on quantity and not focus on quality, that will also reduce output. And if you only focus on quality and never bother to increase quantity, that will also increase. So you have to improve both. So basically be aware that my morning Lapa is getting disturbed. So how can you improve? You practice that. In other times also try to be cautious and also try to chant extra, be more careful. Yeah, be cautious, that is all you can do. Morning while chanting. But you need not, when you have extra time, you can always chant extra hours and more quantity, more quality that will also increase your level. The more you chant, the more taste you will get. The more chanting taste will increase by chanting more, not by not neglecting, not by not chanting. The more you chant, the more taste you will also increase. Yes, we continue. Next verse, 15th.
If Bharatmara sometimes couldn't speak the tears, his mind was agitated. He would become like a miser who, having obtained some riches, had lost them and had then become very unhappy. When the tear was gone, he would be filled with anxiety and would lament with depression. Thus he would become illusioned and speak as follows.
So he is not missing the, he is not able to see the deed, his mind is becoming agitated and he is like becoming unhappy and he is feeling himself with anxiety because he is not seeing due to separation. So he is like one of the symptoms, like going spiraling down, you can notice that. If something he is expecting, maybe some material thing, something, and if it is not getting fulfilled, he will develop anxiety, fear, these things, right? Something is not getting, so he is becoming unhappy. Therefore, he is feeling lamentation due to separation. Something like he has uh, put a nice post in social media and he is angry that so many views are coming, not getting, he is getting separation, something like that. Or he has become something, any expectation. He wanted to eat some particular item, that particular item is not coming. He is feeling separation. Or more grossly, became attached to some person or whatever he says, became agitated. All these things. Which is now is out of illusion, he is thinking different ways. So those mentality, what he is talking, that is being mentioned.
Krishna. Bharat Maharaj was thinking plus that there is now the plus. I am now very unfortunate. My mind is like a cunning hunter, for it is always filled with cheating propensities and cruelty. The deer has put its faith in me, just as a good man who has a natural interest in good behavior, or the behavior of a cunning friend puts his faith in me. Although I have brought witness, will this deer return to place his faith in me?
So he is thinking that, oh, this deer is so nice person. I am like, because he is a nice person, he is thinking that deer is also very nice and he believed in me. But now I have neglected it, I cheated it. So I am like a cunning hunter with cheating propensity. So will he again put faith in me? So like that he is thinking, I'm very faithless, this deer has put faith in me. Now I have neglected it. What will happen to this deer? So like that he was like an illusion, moha. He's thinking so many ways about this deer. Next.
Alas, is it possible that I shall again see the demon protected by the Lord, the fearless of the lizard and other animals? Shall I again see him wandering in the garden with its soft grass?
Will I be able to see this again? Will I be going to next?
I do not know, but the deer might have been eaten by a wolf or a dog or by the wolf that flock together or the tiger who travels alone.
Reading what's in animals may have communicated. Next.
Alas, when the sun rises, all auspicious things begin. Unfortunately, they have not begun for you. The sun god is the weather's personified, but I am bereft of all living principles. That sun god is now setting, yet the poor Indian who trusted in him since his mother died has not returned.
The sun is setting, but still this deal has not come. So I am bereft of all the Vedic principles. So like that I was thinking that I have not cared and I am not able to see. So whenever he is not seeing deal, he is out of illusion, he is in so many ways. Why deal has come? I have neglected deal, like that he is thinking. I'm not taking care of it properly. So much thinking more on illusion is.
The deer is like a prince. When will it return? When will it begin display its personal activities, which are so pleasing? When will it begin to display ordered heart and mind? I certainly must have no pious success. Otherwise, the deer would have returned by now.
So the out of illusion, moha. But down the fiction, this thing acceptable, the small deer as if it were a prince. This is called moha. Due to his anxiety over the deeds option, the king understand. As though it were his son. Out of affection, anyone can be addressed as anything. The next purpose is that once a son as a blind person, he named him as a Padmarochan. Lotus side. So out of affection, he is naming him in a wrong way. Whether he is writing an extra or that he is writing below here. out of affection, anyone can be addressed as a because he's calling the deed as a prince. So, when will we come back and get you that next?
Good one. Tell us that small deer, while playing with me and seeing me feigning meditation with closed eyes, or circumambulate me due to anger arising from love, and it would fearfully harass me with the points of its soft horns, which felt like drops of water.
So the cleaning meditation, so like he knows that like whether his main purpose of meditation is that he will come and touch me. So whether it is playing, it is cleaning meditation. Like that's so it used to come and circumambulate me, but now I'm listening. So whether I think no King Bharat considers his meditation pause. While engaged in meditation, he is actually thinking of his deed. And he would feel great pleasure in animal pricking with the points of its nose. Feeling meditation that he would actually think of the animal, and thus this was but a sign of his own power. So what we are thinking, so we are doing our devotional activities. That will determine. So he is thinking of animal. We should also think where is our deed. Especially in chanting, all our deeds will come to mind. You know where we are getting attached. If you don't see ultimate purpose, immediate purposes will occupy our mind. Even if it is service also, since we are immediately identifying with that immediate goal, immediate thing, we are not seeing ultimate goal as Krishna. The mind will occupy this. So basically we have to connect to Krishna, think of Krishna. Next.
When it placed all the sacrificial ingredients on the deer flame, would touch the grass with its feet and thus pollute it. When I chastised the deer by pushing it away, it would immediately become fearful and sit down motionless, exactly like a son of a saintly person. Thus it would stop its slave.
So much thinking he is doing. He is not able to see the sun. Sometimes he is seeing the prince. Sometimes he is seeing the saint. So he is remembering all the activities it does with him. He says he is lost in the thought of good. So he's
After speaking like a madman, in this way Maharaj Bharat got up and went outside. Seeing the footprints of the deer on the ground, he traced the footprints of the love, saying, "O unfortunate Bharat, your austerities and penance are very insignificant compared to the penance and austerities undergone by this earth planet. Due to the earth's severe penance, the footprints of this deer, which are small, beautiful, most auspicious, and soft, are imprinted on the surface of this fortunate planet. This series of footprints show a person like me who am bereft due to loss of the deer. How the animal has passed through the forest and how I can reach my lost way. By this footprint, this land has become a proper place for Brahmanas to desire heavenly planets or divine to execute sacrifices that eat temples."
What shloka you are reading? Tava sahed devam purushottamस्य so it is feeling that now I am missing the footprints of my Lord. Here Devarshi is saying it is feeling the missing the footprints of Eve. So that's how from the Lord to the his consciousness. You know? And is how fortunate is that to receive the feet of the it has become proper place. Because in scripture it is said that wherever the deeds the place is auspicious. He is saying that by this fortune deed, it made it place the Brahmanas to perform the juristic activities. So this deed is so auspicious, but I am unfortunate, I am not getting the darshan of this deed. Is very next.
24. Maharaj Bharat continued to speak like a madman, seeing above his head the dark marks on the rising moon, which resembled a deer. He said, can it be that the moon, who is so kind to an unhappy man, might also be kind upon my deer, knowing that it has strayed from home and has become motherless? The moon has given the deer shelter near itself just to protect it from the fearful attack of the lion.
So, like, he was like completely in illusion, like a madman, completely in separation from the deed, and he looked into moon, and moon has certain symbol of a deed. So, it has been so he was thinking that, oh, you are so fortunate person, you are so merciful person, you are really shelter deed, and because now it has become motherless and strayed from home. Now we have no shelter. So only so like it is driving the home. So next verse also connected. Read the next verse.
After perceiving the moonshine, Maharaj Bharat continued speaking like a crazy person. He said, the deer's son was so submissive and dear to me that due to its separation, I am feeling separation from my own son. Due to the burning fever of this separation, I am suffering as if inflamed by a forest fire. My heart, which is like the lily of the land, is now burning. Seeing me so distressed, the moon is certainly splashing, shining nectar upon me, just as a friend throws water on another friend who has a high fever. In this way, the moon is bringing me happiness.
So he was thinking that like he is feeling very intense separation because of that he is feeling very hard. So he's thinking that the moon will it be cool down by kind of supporting the deed. So and he is feeling that separation that is like a fever. Like it is said that when in a fever, a person who knows the mantras, he can cool down by his water and his mouth. So who is expert scripture and mantras and things like that. So moon with his nectar rays, he will cool down with his nectar rays my bodily temperature because I am feeling lot of temperature from separation from this deed. So in this way, he is kind of overly thinking about the deed and not seeing it, speculating in so many ways, attributing to several objects. In this way, his whole thought process was diverted to deed. Now, what happened to in the way he was thinking, what happened to him? The reaction.
So we don't see like such affection people have. They feel for the people of someone within the family that is in the materialistic people also very different. So Bharat Maharaj is so advanced. So it attachment and love. It is described. It looks like
So extreme.
normal person, materialistic people also will not so much of something there once. So is it really attachment is really such a kind of
My question on that, Prabhu, that connected with that, is there any teachings from out of like Parikshit Maharaj did mistake? Is there any Lord desire to teach the next generation like us, or any particular previous identification of that deer with connection with that Bharat Maharaj in previous life? Is it any mentioned like?
First of all, there is no identification of deed with any person. Anywhere, some people say Rahugana is deed. I never read anywhere. So there is no connection. And Bharat Maharaj did not commit any mistake or offense. because of that he is not, it's not because of offense or anything he is getting. But there is one lesson that Lord wants to teach, that's all. If put Bharat in this situation. So that is the topic of next verse basically. Like why Bharat Maharaj fell down. So maybe we will discuss now only with persons you asked. So yeah, you read this translation and then we will discuss.
Sukhdev Goswami continued, my dear king, in this way, Bharat Maharaj was overwhelmed by an uncontrollable desire which was manifest in the form of the deer. Due to the fruitful results of his pursuit, he fell down from mystic yoga, austerity, and worship of the Supreme Person for Godhead. If it were not due to his past fruitful activity, how would he have been attracted to the deer after giving up the association of his own son and family, considering them stumbling block on the path of spiritual life? How could he show such uncontrollable affection for a deer? This was definitely due to his past karma. The king was so engrossed in feeding and maintaining the deer that he fell down from his spiritual activities. In due course of time, it is surmountable there, which is compared to a mouse snake that enters the hole created by a mouse situated itself before him.
So this verse is talking about why that attachment that you are asking, why he not attached, or is there any reason why he got attached? That is being discussed. So here one point that they write that the word that is used here is swa artha karma. Swa-arabdha karma. Swa-arabdha karma means su plus arabdha karma means previous activities. But like karma, basically what is karma? Previous activities, good or bad, which is resulting now. Right? What is prarabdha karma? Prarabdha karma is previous activities that which is now troubling. Right? That is prarabdha karma. So there are as mentioned previously, prarabdha karma can be two types. It can be good prarabdha karma, or it can be it can be auspicious prarabdha karma, or it can be inauspicious prarabdha karma. So inauspicious prarabdha karma means previously as well. So because of that, that effect is coming now, which will slacken one's bhakti. One's bhakti will get reduced. So that will happen. So that is inauspicious. But in Bharat Maharaj's case, this obstacle that has come, which has appeared as a small deed, karma kind of, which has appeared in the form of a small deed, it is like it was mentioned by Acharya as the auspicious prarabdha karma. Auspicious prarabdha karma means it did not reduce his devotional level, at least in the next life. Means in the next life, it only increased his devotional level. Although it is currently there is an obstacle, he is not performing devotional service, but that intensified his devotional service in his next life. So therefore, it is accepted as the auspicious prarabdha karma, auspicious prarabdha karma, and it is actually not a result of past deeds, but it is by the will of the Lord. But it almost looked like the past deeds, reactions to past deeds. So therefore, it is accepted as the prarabdha karma. So like that Acharya writes. That means basically, it is all done by the Lord under the will of the Lord. In order to teach the lessons for all the sadhakas that one need not divert from the devotional service to maintain welfare activities, and also to intensify the bhakti of Bharat Maharaj. So Bharat Maharaj is at a certain stage in the level of bhava. So sometimes Lord arranges some situations to increase that bhakti in another situation. So he has progressed from the bhava level to next level, prema level in the lives of next two lives. D Bharat is more advanced than Bharat Maharaj. Jada Bharat is more advanced than D Bharat. So like that, so sometimes Lord puts some things so that he to increase the devotion service. And sometimes apparently it may seem that one has fallen down from the position. But according to devotees, they calculate falling down from position in terms of one's level of bhakti, not in terms of external positions. That is, Chitraketu became Vitrasura. But Acharya say Vitrasura is not a fall down because the level of prema is not come down in the level of Vitrasura. So he only changed the body. Lord also arranged that situation so that he can quickly come. So here also Jadavarat case also Bharat Maharaj became D and then Jadavarat it increased his level of bhakti. So sometimes Lord will not immediately reciprocate with the devotees immediately so that to intensify his bhajan. This he says the Lord to
In the case of Narad Muni also.
in the case of Narayana. This he says particularly to gopis. In the Gopi Gita, he says that I will not immediately reciprocate with the devotee's love immediately, so that the devotee will think there is some fault in me, and it increases his humility, and then with that he surrenders. So, to increase his longing, I will not immediately reciprocate. So, in this way, I will increase his bhakti. In this way, he will think that he has gained something and he lost something, so in that he will become more anxious and it depends more on the Lord. For example, if some person loses money, you may feel, but if a miser, he gains some money and then he loses it, he thinks more of that money always. Similarly, a devotee who has love for the Lord, lot of attraction, when he loses that, so he thinks more that way. So in this way, his bhakti kind of anxiousness, that longing for the Lord increases. So that is how Lord has arranged this pastime for the these increases. So Prabhupada is writing here, you can see sixth line according to this.
According to this, Bharat Maharaj was defined for his past next is.
Okay, read from the starting one.
As will be seen in verses, Bharat Maharaj at the time of death would be forced to accept the body of a deer due to his attraction for the deer. In this regard, a question may be arised. How can a devotee be affected by his past misconducts and vicious activities? In Brahma Samhita 5.54, it is said, Karmani Nijahati into Chaupati Bhajan. For those engaged in devotional service Bhakti Bhajan, the results of past deeds are divided. According to this, Bharat Maharaj could not be punished for his past activities. The conclusion must be that Maharaj purposefully became over-addicted to the fear and neglected his spiritual advancement. To immediately rectify his mistake, for a short time he was awarded the body of a deer.
Awarded.
This was just to increase his desire for making devotional service. Although Bharat Maharaj was awarded the body of an animal, he did not forget what had previously happened due to his purposeful mistake. He was very anxious to get out of his dear body, and this indicates that his affection for devotional service was intensified, so much so that he was quickly to attain perfection in a Brahmana body in the next life. It is with this conviction that we declare in our Back to Godhead magazine that devotee's life The question is, living in Vrindavan who purposely commit some sinful activities are born the bodies of dogs, monkeys, and tortoises in the Holy Land. Thus, they take on this lower life form for a short while, and after they give up those animal bodies, they are again promoted to the spiritual world. Such punishment is only for a short period and it is not due to past karma. It may appear to be due to past karma, but it is suffered to rectify the devotee, bring him to pure devotional service.
So basically they say that it is not due to past karma, but when the Lord to bring him to the higher levels. That's what the understanding is given.
At the time of death, the king saw that the deer was sitting by his side, exactly like his own son, and was lamenting his death. Actually, the mind of the king was absorbed in the body of the deer, and consequently, like those bereft of Krishna consciousness, he left the world. The deer and his material body and acquired the body of the deer. However, there was an advantage. Although he lost his human body and received the body of a deer, he did not forget the incidents of his past life.
So this principle we know whatever we think that will become, but whether he has performed devotion service, that memory is retained. Next question.
Although in the body of a deer, Bharat Maharaj, due to his rigid devotional service in his past life, could understand the cause of his part in this body. Considering his past and present life, he constantly repented his activities, speaking the following way.
Yes, yes.
You were mentioning that auspicious means from duties.
Auspicious prarabdha, not auspicious activities. So it looks like prarabdha, but it is the it may not be from auspicious activities. Basically arranged by the law, so it is called as a prarabdha karma. It is actually auspicious karma.
Not karma.
Yeah, basically it look like prarabdha karma, but it is not. It is arranged by the law. It appears like karma because karma that there is no karma for a devotee practice. The things happening in his life arranged by the laws. So it looks like auspicious. It looks like karma, so therefore we accept like auspicious. Yeah.
So it also comes from devotional service.
No, it's not mainly from devotion service.
Then why prarabdha?
It looks like prarabdha, therefore the term is accepted. It accepted by as a prarabdha, it's actually not prarabdha. Like that you wrote. So it is arranged by the will of the Lord. So someone is worshipping the Lord, and Lord is saying that he is worshipping. But his worship is not up to the mark. He wanted to bring him up. So he is doing some or other things, make him up to bring him to the level of standing. And that's why he is longing for the Lord. So that's what Lord is personally working on that. So it may not be this. That's how we understand.
In the verse it was mentioned in another term.
Suvarabdha karma. Swarabdha karma means basically su means kind of awesome. Activities of good kind of thing. Arabdha karma means activities. Something like that. Or by his own activities, something like that. So it looks like prarabdha karma, but it is not. Because it looks like prarabdha karma, it is accepted. But it is not exactly prarabdha. by will of the Lord.
And what for part of the question is it auspicious or inauspicious? The result, not karma itself auspicious. You mentioned the auspicious part. The result of it, once it is auspicious or inauspicious, it will be vanquished after it. All auspicious and inauspicious. You know?
Yes. So in the dear body, he was repenting.
Yes. In the body of a deer, one of Maharaj began 11. What means fortune? I have fallen from the path of the self-realized. I gave up my real song, wife, and home to advance in the spiritual life. I took shelter in a solitary holy place in the forest. I became self-controlled and self-realized. I engaged constantly in devotional service, hearing, thinking, chanting, worshipping, and remembering the social personality of Godhead after that. I was successful in my attempts, so much so that my mind was always absorbed in devotional service. However, due to my personal foolishness, my mind again became at the task, this time to a deer. Now I have obtained the body of a deer and have fallen far from my devotional practices.
So his lamentation in the body of a deer is like kind of in this is longing for the Lord and like kind of lamenting. What I have given up my own family, sons and everyone, and I have come and also developed bhakti. But due to my misfortune, foolishness, I again gave up that bhakti and became attached deep. Therefore, I have fallen. So in this there is a lot of repentance. This purport is very wonderful, very nice written because this is a lamentation of life matter. So how we can be careful. So purport is very nice. So we can be
Due to his stringent execution of devotional service, Maharaj activities of his past life, how he was raised to the spiritual platform. Due to his foolishness, he became attached to an insignificant deer and thus fell down and had to accept the body of a deer. This is significant for every devotee.
so giving lessons from our lives.
If we misuse our position and think that we are fully engaged in devotional service and can do whatever we are, we have to suffer like Maharaj and be condemned to accept the type of body that impairs our devotional service. Only the human form is able to execute devotional service, but if we voluntarily give this up for self-gratification, we certainly have to be punished. This punishment is not exactly like that endured by an ordinary materialistic person. By the grace of the Supreme Lord, the devotee is punished in such a way that his eagerness to attain the lotus feet of the Lord Vasudeva is
So, yeah. So here two things is mentioned. Like even if one is a devotee, he commits mistake, he will suffer and may receive some result which may impair his devotion service. But Lord's punishment is not like an ordinary punishment. He will be punished in such a way that his eagerness for the Lord will increase. That longing is increased basically. Next.
by his intense desire, he returns home in the next lifetime. Devotional service is very completely described here. Tad anusravana manana sankirtana aradhana anusmaran abhiyogena. The constant hearing and chanting of the glories of the Lord is recommended in Bhagavad Gita. Satam kirtayam tumam virat shadiraprata. Bhagavad Gita 9.40. Those who have taken to Krishna consciousness should be very careful that not a single moment is wasted and that not a single moment is spent without chanting and remembering the Supreme Personal Godhead and his activities. By his own actions and by the action of his devotees, Krishna teaches us how to become cautious in devotional service. Through the medium of Bharat Maharaj, Krishna teaches us that we must be careful in the discharge of devotional service. If we want to keep our mind completely fixed without deviation, we must engage them in devotional service full time. As far as the members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness are concerned, they have sacrificed everything to push on this Krishna consciousness movement. Yet they must.
So here, like, is giving question that we are all, what we should do constantly, we are trying to verify, we should, without deviation, we should perform devotional service. So now he is connecting it to all the devotees in this point. They have come and they are pushing forward this line. What we should do. So he is writing for me.
Yet they must take a lesson from the life of Bharat Maharaj to be very cautious and to see that not a single moment was taken frivolous stuff, sleep or worthless eating. Eating is not prohibited, but if we eat voraciously, we shall certainly seek more than required. Self-gratification ensures and we may be degraded to a lower life form. In that way, our spiritual progress may be checked, at least for the time being. The best course is to take the advice of Srila Rupa Goswami, Abhakta Kalakam, Chaitanya Chaitanya. We should see that every moment of our lives is utilized for the rendering of devotional service and nothing else. This is the secure position for one wanting to return home back to Godhead.
So clearly Prabhupada is wanting that we should not waste time, frivolous talk, sleeping and voraciously, that will degrade us, and we should follow Abhyartha and utilize this way and return home back to God. So this is like wonderful purpose and can meditate. Almost most of the purpose we are right here because they are all like very difficult. Like it and implementation. We can read again and again in various places in our life. So because distraction is so high, so these pastimes are very important for us to bring back. Next one.
Although Bharat Maharaj received the body of the deer by constant repentance, he became completely detached from all material things. He did not disclose his names to anyone, but he left his mother deer in a place known as Kudanjara and Mount where Kalanjara, where he was born. He again went to the forest Salagram and to the ashram of Tulasta and Tulaha.
So in the deer body, he knows all these things, but he did not disclose to everyone. But he left that place and again went to this forest, ashram of Tulasi and Tulaha. The similar purpose is writing that we should go like we should not waste time in wrong association. Association is very meaningful. Therefore, ISKCON has provided the members of this society should always remember that the society is not like a free hotel. All the members should be very faithful to execute their spiritual duties so that whoever comes will automatically become a devotee and will be able to return back to Godhead in this very life. In this very life. So, and again, no one should be captivated by his birthplace and family. Should take shelter of association with devotees. Cultivate Krishna consciousness. That was also this next.
Remaining in that ashram, the great king Bharat Maharaj was now very careful not to fall victim to bad association. Without disclosing his past to anyone, he remained in that ashram and ate dry leaves only. He was not exactly alone, for he had the association of the Supertoad. In this way, he waited for death that the body of the deer. Bathing in that holy place, he finally gave up that body.
So it is said that in later, in the 14th chapter, even in the body of the deep, he was able to chant the name of the Lord. And at the time of death, he was able to pronounce the names of the Lord, even in the body of the deep. So that's how it is. So remember, you must be the Lord in the body of the deep also. So in this way, Bharat Maharaj became deep, and in the deep body also, constantly remembering the Lord. Therefore, he was given the type of development. So stop here. Indra, Ashwin,
The praise of the Supreme Lord. But by the grace of God, they would be punished in a certain way that in regards to attaining lotus feet.
That is memorized.
This aspect of grace of the Lord, it is only for from Bhav states or for all.
it is for all. Generally, if someone commits mistake or commits offense,